Okay, so I wanted to put together this video showing a couple of things, explaining a few things about Google's algorithm. There's so much noise out there. I want to make sure that we as a group, we do some testing, but we also learn from other people's testing, right? And let me just bring this up a little bit. A couple of weeks ago, there was this big thing in the SEO community about an SEO guy named Kyle who was able to rank a website in Google for the keyword rhinoplasty plano, Texas, just by using, like lorem ipsum, that, it's not really Latin, but he basically did not put any content at all. The whole website that he was ranking for, and this was a contest in an SEO group. Were basically about 30 different SEO folks participated, and he came number one, basically able to rank in the maps and organic for the keyword rhinoplasty plano. But the thing was, he used just nonsense, garbage, words like lorem ipsum, right? If you see all this over here, right? The only thing he did was wherever he felt necessary, like title tags and H1 headers and things like that, he would put in his keyword and variations of his keyword, right? So he's got rhinoplasty, and I don't know if there's an H1 or an H2, but you see there's a lot of just lorem ipsum stuff over here. But then he's got a word plano over here. He's got nostrils removed over here. So he peppered in some keywords and related keywords in the content, but really his website was made up of just nonsense content, right? Garbage content. It says written in Latin. I don't think this is Latin, but the whole idea was Google rank his site, and then obviously, somebody complained or mentioned or flagged it, and Google then de-indexed his website. But I've been getting a lot of questions from people about, did you look into that? Man, look at that. And that's what I always keep saying. It is, a lot of people make it a big deal. I'm putting in so many different factors to rank in Google when really all we have to focus on is a few different factors, right? Just today, another student reached out to me and asked me about, hey, what do you think of these niche PBN links that people are selling? So let's say you want to go into a dentist niche. There are people selling for $10 dentist niche PBN links, or if you're in the roofing, roofing niche PBN links, and it's got good TA and good DA, I mean TF and DA and this and that. What do you think about that, right? Now let's take this and this and think about it, right? Now, one of the reasons this guy Kyle was able to rank his website with really hardly any content was because he themed it in Google's eyes to rhinoplasty and plano. Obviously, Google thought his website had to do something with rhinoplasty and plano, and obviously it did not take it from his content, but mainly from, remember the main factors in ranking I talk about in my course. Rhinoplasty, the URL, he had it in his URL, and then he also had it in his title tag, I believe. So if you go to his website, it's actually rhinoplasty. This is his, okay, here you go. So this is his site. This is now de-indexed, not available anymore. But if you see here, he's got rhinoplasty plano in his root domain and in a URL. He's got rhinoplasty plano and the related keyword nose surgery and Texas in his title tag. Now, these two are the most important factors to rank, according to me, and that's what I talk in my course, right? So when we do this, Google's going to take the relevancy to rank from our URL and title tag. Number one, number two. Number three would be H1 heading and things like that, and content. Number four would be the anchor text, right? Now, when somebody in Fiverr is offering niche PBN links and they say, hey man, my PBN is themed only for dentists or only for roofing, I don't honestly know what they mean by niche PBN. For all I know, they could put 50 different articles about dentists in their PBNs and think that's a dentist themed PBN. But are they really using are they theming the keyword, the URL and the title tag also to dentist, right? You want to think about that, right? And that's why even when we do citations or PBNs, I always say, hey man, make sure your URL has your keyword, your title tag has the keyword, because Google takes relevancy from these two mostly. I mean, the number one and number two reasons are the URL, the number one, number two factors, sorry, are the URL and the title tag, right? So this person here or somebody similar could be selling, niche relevant PBNs, and they talk about how it's powerful and this and that. Yeah, but what do they mean by niche relevant PBNs? Are they just saying they're putting 50 different articles about dentists in a random, PBN, or are they also making the optimizing the title tag and the URL to the dentist or roofing or whichever niche you are in, right? That's what I want to make sure. Second thing, especially for PBNs, is don't just go by TADA. These could be beefed up big time. You want to see the number of root domains going into a PBN link. If the PBN website has 50 or more, at least 30 or more, but preferably 50 or more backlink domains, root domains going into it, obviously there's more power in it. And so when you link out from there, there's more power into your website, right? But the main thing I wanted to understand from this video is understand this. Google takes its relevance from the URL, okay, the root domain, the inner slug, and title tag. These are the main two factors. Then would come the H1 heading, header, and content, if any, and then would be anchor text, right? And that's the exact reason why I say in on-page optimization, make sure your root domain has at least a partial match domain, at least one instance of your keyword. Make sure your title tag has the exact keyword, right? And then that's why I also say when you do your citations, yelp.com slash put in a keyword, facebook.com slash put in a keyword, manta.com slash put in rhinoplasty Texas or dentist, whatever your keyword niche is, right? Because that's where Google gets its relevancy from. And all these other folks out there, some of them may be doing it, most of them, when they say, hey, yes, relevant themed PBNs, niche edit, themed for my niche, they think just putting in some content makes Google think that their PBN is relevant. Well, we see here Google hardly takes anything from the content. They were ranking a lorem ipsum website for rhinoplasty, which is a pretty big keyword, I would think, in a city like Plano, right? So don't go by just the content. When somebody says, we are themed or PBNs are themed for your niche, what do they mean? What exactly do they mean? You want to find out that, okay? So hope this helps, guys. Whether you're doing on-page optimization for your website, whether you're doing citations, whether you're doing PBNs, the main reason I have my keyword, my niche and city in the URL and the title tag for my main site, my PBN, my citations, my social profiles, everywhere, is because Google takes relevancy from title tags and URLs, right? And of course, the power we can come from the power of the PBNs. So hope that helps. Thank you.